Hi, my dear subscribers. Today we talk about Tinder, meeting the right girl on Tinder, the secrets of success, the rules of communication online in this application, dating application, so that you could get the result. And by the result, I mean meeting someone decent, someone for long-term relationships and family and marriage in Ukraine. Because actually, different people have different aims, goals in dating apps and on dating sites. Sometimes they look for just casual relationship, and this goal has the right for existence too. But as soon as I mostly work with clients who are interested in marriage and family with Ukrainian girl, today we talk about Tinder as a way to meet a woman for such type of relationship, for serious relationships. So first of all, what's necessary to say about Tinder? Everything starts with your profile, and secrets of success of your profile are the same like they are on any other dating app or dating website. First of all, it's important to pay attention to your pictures. We discussed it with you many times, so it's not the most important for girls to see that you are super attractive or super handsome, but still if you look handsome, you have much more chances for success, more girls who like you. Then you have a wider choice of women for relationships and for dating in the beginning. So pay attention to pictures. You should have not less than 4 good pictures, and try to choose pictures with a good quality, with that has contrast, because many people use just pale colors, beige, dark brown, dark blue, and so on. But try to choose something different, so that girls could notice you, could pay attention to your picture, and to contact you then, or to swipe right your profile. Of course, your pictures should be made in different locations, different postures you should have. Some pictures should be portrait pictures, some are showing you in full height, and so on. And also, it's better not to put the pictures with your friends here, or with family, or with kids. Maybe it can be a good idea to put something with some picture with your pet if you have one, and it will be just an additional topic for discussion with new girls that you meet online. And sometimes men do it, they put the picture with their ex, but they delete ex, they try to cut her, or even they can put pictures with ex without cutting her from the pictures. Both variants are bad. It's not a good idea to put something reminding about your ex. Even if you try to cut her, it's obvious. So don't do it, better. And of course, don't put just funny picture of some people from films and so on. I guess you understand. In this case, girls will see that you are not serious, and you won't get enough swipes, enough interest to continue with someone. The next step is the next important factor is your profile. So don't miss the chance to say a couple of words about yourself here. And you can write here the most important things, but the description of you shouldn't be too long. It would be great if you put some humor here to it, and of course describe your exact goals on this site, so it will allow you to filter people with different goals and attract girls with the same goals. Also, it's better not to mention some bad things in your profile. For example, when a man writes, "I avoid scammers, don't expect me to pay you something or to give you a lot of gifts," and so on. Better not to do it, because it's better to use this space for writing about yourself, about your good sides, about your interests, about your values. Because any negativity in profile attracts negativity. If you want the same type of girl, or you want a little portion of girls writing you, because after reading such type of profile, not many ladies will be interested in talking with you. But those who have high self-esteem, probably, these are the girls ready to talk with a person who from the very beginning has some negative attitude to them and expecting them to do something bad to him. So better not to do it. What else is important? You can put some question to your profile, to girls who look at your profile, and it will be one more way to start talking to each other. It can be some tricky question, it can be some simple question, but it will be something that makes people think and that makes people to talk with you. Then your activity on the site, on dating app, of course you should be active here, but try not to swipe right all the time, because in this case the system recognizes it as you are some bot, not a human being, and starts to show your profile less than profiles of real people. It's important to choose the time when more users are using this website, this dating app. And according to research, it's usually Sunday evening and Thursday evening, and all evenings of all working days, but especially Thursday evening, because on this day, many people start to think about how they will spend their weekend, about their dating life, and so on. And Sunday evening, it's obvious, it's a weekend, people are more free, and they are ready for communication and meeting new people. The next piece of advice is to appoint dates as soon as you liked the girl, and don't spend a lot of time just on talking. If we talk about Ukrainian girl and talking to her, of course you can't fly immediately from US, for example, to her. But if you like each other, start discussing, at least discussing, meeting, because it's obvious if you started looking for someone in Ukraine, originally you planned to come here, right? So it's better to give to discuss it with your girl, and to see if you are on the same page and she wants to meet you too. And if she is serious, it will be one more sign for her that you are serious too, and your talking online won't be eternal. But that you meet one day, and for serious girl, it will be a good sign, and it will be another motivation for her to talk with you, to be opening her soul for you, and build relationships at least online for the beginning. What else is important is that there are many options in Tinder that you can change, and you can make some settings so that you can find the person from any location. But in this case, it's important to let them know right away that you are from different country, because otherwise they all expect you to be at the same place where they are. Also, it's important to remember that Tinder and other types, the same type of dating apps, they can give you an illusion of a great choice or endless choice of women, but in fact, and it influences people. There are many articles already, some programs telling that this illusion doesn't allow people to build relationships themselves, because in many cases people can't stop, and they start swiping right all the time, or start swiping left, and they think that they will find someone perfect sooner or later. And many people spend this way many years on online sites, just swiping, just talking a little bit, then talking to other women, then talking to another. And I think that just during 1 year, it's quite possible to find a good person online, good enough for building the relationships. If you notice yourself using these dating sites or apps more than 1 year without some significant result, I mean some serious decent relationships, it can be such type of trick that you are probably you have many fantasies, many illusions, and trying to find someone perfect, but you know no one is perfect. So it's time to become conscious and to think about how to build the better strategy, how to meet your Mrs. Right. So maybe, and I was already heard about some applications that on purpose limit your choice online. So you can choose, let's say, 5 matches per day, no more. And then you should spend some time in communication with them to understand if they are good enough for you or not. Because otherwise, the search can become just endless. What else is important? Tinder is done so that with elements in marketing, elements of game to attract more and more users and to involve you into this activity online. And you pay for process on Tinder and such sites. And so still try to concentrate on your goal. So it can be very captivating and funny to have so many beautiful girls online talking to you, and you can talk whenever you want. If when you feel sad or when you feel bored, you can just go online and talk. But at the same time, keep in mind your final goal and try to limit yourself in your time spent online and in talking online, and find out the girls who have the same type of aims that you have, not just online pen pals. And the third part of our talk about online dating in Tinder, it's about your safety. And we discussed it many times already and just decided to remind you because still I get clients telling me all the same stories happening online mostly. First of all, don't send some money, some gifts to a girl you never met before. Some men even do it when they just never saw this person. I mean, even not in a video call, just they're talking with a picture, and they even didn't have their number, but they start doing some expensive gifts or sending money for some purposes. You shouldn't do it if you are not ready for charity at the moment, or you can perceive it as a charity, then you can send anything, any amount of money. If not, then better to have a personal contact number of this girl, to talk to her, to talk in video chat. And if you just want to make some surprise for her, you can do it from time to time. But if a girl starts asking you some gifts or for some help, it's a bad sign, and don't do it before you meet in person. And now I will read the comments. Okay. By the way, I usually ask you questions and comment, and I will be grateful. And I'm always happy to have a lively talk with you. Can't imagine telling my future children that I found their mother by just swiping right on a dating app. Sounds very strange. Yeah, maybe for now, for us, for our generation, it sounds strange, but I think that it's just new reality, especially in times of COVID. Everything went online so much, and dating life too. So I think for our grandchildren, it won't be strange. It will be just reality already. So the most important here is that you found your love, and it doesn't matter which way it was done. But more and more people now are using online communication, online dating sites to meet the right one, because it's very comfortable. You don't need to go somewhere, to fly somewhere even. You just go online and meet someone close to your values, to your point of view, and you build some type of relationship online. So I rather think that we are living in a beautiful time, and we have much more opportunities than our parents had or our grandparents had. And people can actually, if you look at statistics, there are more and more international marriages with the time. So more and more people go online, and even if 5-6 years ago, for many people here in Ukraine, it was strange to meet someone online, or there was stigma. Now many people are using this way of meeting new matches and for their dating life. So do you have some questions or comments, or maybe you can share your story of meeting someone online and how it was? What were your secrets of success? I will be grateful to you if you share. By the way, we have a new quarantine lockdown in Ukraine now for 3 weeks, they say. Again, restaurants, shopping malls are closed, fitness clubs, concerts, but grocery shops, drugstores, banks are working. So we hope that this will end soon, but no one knows for sure. Oh, Dio, thank you for your comment. Yeah, actually, it depends. Good people are everywhere. We just need to pick up the right ones for us. So it can be a nightclub, bar, anything, or online. But I think on online it's a even more modern way to meet someone, right? And recently I was thinking about the type of person that you want to meet, and about choosing the right strategy to meet exactly right person for this. For example, my own example, I have a friend. She's visiting restaurants and nightclubs almost every day, and she's meeting new men this way. But when we meet and I try to do the same, I feel it's not right for me because it's just karaoke, it's just clubs. I don't find so much fun in visiting that so often. And very often I feel bored in such places. And this way, before I also think that it's a good place to meet men, but then I realized that for each woman there is a special man, her type of man. And for example, my type of men, they don't like this type of life too. So it will be almost impossible to find a good person for me just in the bar or in the nightclub somewhere in this place. But at the same time, for this, my friend, it's a good way to meet new matches, and she practices it. So everyone should choose something closer to their values, to their style of life. There are no good or bad variants of places where you can meet your match. You just choose the place where most probably this type of person will be. Some people you meet at work and on conferences when they happened in person and so on. You just choose what is better for you, and just think where your perfect match would be, what place your perfect match could be visiting. And then you go to this place and probably meet her. Yes, you're right. You're right. Future dating will be very different now because of the pandemic. Everything has to change and adapt. Yes, but also not only because of pandemic, I think, but because of technologies, all these online developments. If you look at teenagers, they constantly talk online. They don't work together so much as it was in my childhood, for example. Everything changing very quickly. Oh, yeah, Dayo, I hope so too. They promised just three weeks, and last year, I remember in May, they already opened everything. So I believe the same will happen here. And here in Odessa, many entrepreneurs, they are against of this COVID because many businesses were already closed because of this. And Odessa is tourist city, so there are many restaurants, cafes, and such type of places, and they depend a lot on tourists, on people visiting them. And I think that our government just can't allow it to be closing everything without helping people to keep up their business, because yeah, we don't have help from government to businesses or to people, so everyone is responsible for himself without help of government. And in this case, we can't allow not to work at all for so long time. I had only 3 big cities in Ukraine were under a new lockdown. Yes, they are appearing. These new cities are appearing from the day. For example, one day before lockdown in Odessa, even not all people were sure if we will be closed or not. So this information is appearing very suddenly, and it's difficult to forecast it. In all honesty, I never met a girl online. I met more girls in the bars. I see. Yes. So it's obvious there are different ways to meet new people. And I have clients, for example, who, when I ask how they meet new people, they say, I never meet someone in a bar myself during 45 years, for example. So we are very different, and as coaching teaches us, it's the beauty is in our variety. I think at nightclubs, the alcohol might help. Also, online people tend to be too picky, including me. Yeah, there is a part of true too. I agree with you. In a nightclub, it can be more fun. People feel more relaxed, not controlling things so much. Online, the situation is different. But I like online dating because you can talk to a person, and in few phrases you can understand a lot about this person, and if you should continue talking online or meeting in personal life or not. And also you can say a lot from their profile. But maybe it's my professional deformation, as we say it, because still many local girls, they don't know how to use this online dating, how to understand if man is good enough. But for me, it seems easy now. So we recently started to suggest to our ladies clients this service of consulting about meeting someone online, because we have so many women very serious, very family oriented, but they just don't use these modern ways to meet someone new. And they just work, and they don't know how to find someone appropriate for them. They don't have time, they don't want to use modern technologies, so they are lonely. Meeting people in clubs is often more for fun than for serious relationships. I agree with you. I'm sure I wouldn't meet my partner in a nightclub. It doesn't fit my character. Actually, I had many stories from people too, and people really meet even for marriage, sometimes in restaurants and nightclubs. Sometimes it happens, as well as sometimes it happens on Tinder too. So, and I also heard about this site, and it was created for the goal to travel together when complete strangers meet online for the beginning. Then they plan some trip together. And from my point of view, it's even dangerous. It's strange. But again, I had happy stories from such sites too, that people travel for the beginning. Then they start building relationships, happy relationships too. So I think that each of us has his own way of finding the right match and then building the relationships. We are not limited by anything. If in math, for example, or in technologies and something like that, you can see the exact rules how to do something to get this type of result. In personal life, sometimes things are so much unpredictable. And when I recently was visiting a matchmaking conference online, my colleagues also shared the phenomenon, very interesting, that I also noticed in our work. As I told, it happens sometimes when the client just makes the agreement, when he just filled out the questionnaire and everything. Then this type of client can meet immediately someone in real life without matchmaking agency. And it's surprising, but I saw it with my ladies clients too. Many times girl comes to us several years not dating at all, but then she calls in 1 month or 2 months and says, please delete my profile because I met a local guy and all is good, we are building the relationships. So it works this way. As soon as you know, as you realize you want someone for relationships, you are ready to it internally. When you write down exact things you expect from this person, a miracle happens in your life, and you can, even when you go to matchmaking agency, you can meet this person right on the airplane the next day. So life is very unpredictable in this sense. Oh, Dayo, thank you a lot. But I can't give guarantees, unfortunately, but I always encourage my clients to use all the ways to meet the right person, because it can happen at any place. As I just told, you can filling out our questionnaire and meet the right person the next day. I didn't know the Ukrainian government were not helping businesses. Many will close and make high. Officially we have such some type of help. It's like $300 for some some businesses, but $300, it's not, it's impossible to cover any expense. So it's too little, but even too little to get this type of sum, it's necessary to meet many requirements, to go through some documents process, very long one. So not many people are doing this actually. I like this in the websites than apps, as I can see their profile and know more about them. Only downside is when I message them, sometimes I could feel it was a computer answering or no reply at all. Yeah, as any method has its advantages and disadvantages. If you feel there is a computer answering, then just leave this conversation. That's all. Or you traveled together with strangers before. Can you share how it was, how you met these people, and how were your trips? It's interesting to know. And I had good experience. Wonderful. I would like to go a trip with a Ukrainian lady, but in the UK we are still under lockdown till June. Oh, so it seems Ukrainians are more lucky in this sense. We hope to be free in 3 weeks, and still, so we have a quarantine here, like lockdown. We still can leave country. By the way, I hope to leave Ukraine for a short vacation on Sunday. So the next Wednesday, I will miss you. There won't be live stream, but then I will return and we continue. But I hope to leave Ukraine. I'm not sure if I will be successful because we need to go through the test for this. But I hope for better. Yes, Solomon, agree. Yes, it's like this, and the local people think the same. So, but this is such type of country. We can't change it. So, dears, tell me please if you use or ever used Viber, and what were your impressions? What were your results? It's interesting to know. Thank you, Solomon. Yes, I hope this will happen, that it will be the first trip during this COVID year. Usually I travel 3-4 times per year. This year, just the first time. I really wait for this trip a lot. I even plan not to work at all because usually when I have rest, I still work because I love it usually, and I can't be resting all the time only. But this time I plan to be doing something creative, to make some study, because it's impossible to lay on the beach all the time only. But I won't be working with clients. I want to make some real vacation now. So, dears, tell me please if you used this Tinder and what were your secrets of success? What you discovered for yourself and what you can recommend to other people to use it effectively? Yes, Salman, now we talk about messengers, but what about Tinder, this application? Okay, if you don't have questions, we will finish now. So if something, contact me as usually. Write me to my email address, to my social networks, and we will talk more. Solomon, I see your answer finally. Tinder I only used once, but found no success, and no one ever really wanted to communicate, so I left it. But probably you didn't use some paid options when you pay and you get more services from Tinder, or more promotion of your profile. Please share. Mainly when I was younger, I used travel tours like Thomas Cook. And I have met some beautiful, nice ladies also a long time ago. Where was couch surfer? Thank you, Da. It's an interesting experience you had. And I will look what Thomas Cook means. Never heard about it. Solomon, I see. Yes, usually you get the results only when you start to pay. Of course, I used it myself. I know, and you should buy for sure some paid version of this. Dayo, do you mean here that you didn't get result from Tinder too? So, my dear friends, now we finish our talk, and we will meet in 2 weeks on Wednesday if I will succeed to leave for trip finally this Sunday. If not, then we will meet next Wednesday. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for your questions, for your interest to the topic, and see you soon. See you soon. On Friday there will be our new video about making your perfect match profile, how to do it in a correct way so that you could get the result. And here I mean right girl and right type of relationships. Goodbye.